Good morning, students. Yesterday we have completed the properties of diamagnetic substances. Then remaining two properties, that is properties of paramagnetic substance and ferromagnetic substance. If you know the properties of diamagnetic substance, the opposite of diamagnetic substance property is nothing but paramagnetic substance. Strongly opposite is nothing but ferromagnetic substance. Because of that reason, we first studied what? Diamagnetic substance. Then I come across paramagnetic substance. Paramagnetic substances. Paramagnetic substances are those which are weakly magnetized along the direction of the magnetic field. Which are weakly magnetized along the direction of the magnetic field. Then such substances are called paramagnetic substance. What are those? Paramagnetic substances are those when they are placed in the external magnetic field, they are weakly magnetized along the direction of the what? External magnetic field. Then such substances are called paramagnetic substances. Examples of paramagnetic substances are aluminium, sodium, lithium, chromium, magnesium, etc. Then, what are the properties belongs to paramagnetic substance? Then I come across properties. We know that in the case of diamagnetic substance, whatever the property we have studied the diamagnetic substance, the opposite of that one is nothing but what? Paramagnetic properties. Strongly opposite gives what? Ferromagnetic substance properties. Then in case of diamagnetic substance, diamagnetic substances are those which are feebly repelled by the strong magnet. It's the opposite. The paramagnetic substances where the materials are feebly attracted by the strong magnet. वहाँ पे क्या था? Repelled. यहाँ पे उसका opposite, attracted. Paramagnetic substances are feebly attracted by the strong magnet. Then second property, first तो होगा, second property. If I take the magnetic field, if I place the paramagnetic substance, the magnetic lines of forces are preferred to pass through the substance rather than through the air medium. The maximum magnetic lines of forces are passed through the substance and less number of magnetic lines are preferred to go outside the substance. It means that when a paramagnetic substance is placed in the region of external magnetic field, the magnetic lines of forces are preferred through the substance rather than outside. It means that the material allows the magnetic lines of forces, it can be magnetized. That is the meaning. Third one, if I take the magnetic field and suspend a rod of a paramagnetic substance in the region of external magnetic field, it aligns itself slowly along the direction of the magnetic field. It aligns itself along the direction of the magnetic field. When a paramagnetic substance rod is suspended in the region of external magnetic field, it aligns slowly itself along the direction of the magnetic field. Now this is the third property. Then I go for Watt's concept. This is strong magnetic field, weak magnetic field. If I take the paramagnetic substance in the non-uniform magnetic field, then now this is the position. When a paramagnetic substance is taken in a non-uniform magnetic field, it moves from weaker to the stronger part of the magnetic field. When a paramagnetic substance is taken in a non-uniform magnetic field, it moves from weaker to the stronger part of the magnetic field. Weaker to the stronger part of the magnetic field. Right? This is my fourth property. Fifth property. If I take the U-shaped tube, and a paramagnetic liquid is taken in the tube. Now this is the liquid in the tube before application of the external magnetic field. Right? If I apply the magnetic field to either of the one limb, wherever the magnetic field is applied, the liquid level rises. If I take the U-shaped tube, in that U-shaped tube, if I take the paramagnetic liquid, if I subjected the magnetic field to either of the one limb, wherever the magnetic field is subjected, the liquid level rises. Then, sixth one. The relative permeability is greater than 1. The relative permeability is greater than 1. Then what about the susceptibility? Then magnetic susceptibility is small and positive. Magnetic susceptibility is small and positive. We know that relative permeability equals to 1 plus magnetic susceptibility greater than 1. If I take 1.2, 1 plus magnetic susceptibility is 1.2 minus 1.2. Is it positive and small value? The magnetic susceptibility is small and positive. Confirmation. उतने करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है आप लोगों को यहाँ पे ये मालूम है, then don't go for the biotation for this. By using this concept, I made the value here. कौन सा तक value ले लो, then I can write the magnetic susceptibility of a paramagnetic substance is a small and positive. सही है? Yes. इसकी ज़रूरत नहीं है. Then eighth one. When it becomes magnet, when it allows the magnetic lines of forces, then dependent factor of temperature. The magnetic susceptibility of a paramagnetic substance decreases with increase in temperature. So, the magnetic susceptibility and temperature are inversely proportional. As the temperature increases, the magnetic susceptibility decreases. It means that it losing the magnetic properties. So it is temperature dependent. What is the relation between the susceptibility and temperature? The magnetic susceptibility is inversely proportional to temperature. As the temperature increases, the magnetic susceptibility decreases. Now these are the properties belongs to what? Paramagnetic substance. देख लो. For ferromagnetic substance, every figure is same, but small slight changes. Sentence में थोड़ा बदलाव कर लेते, then everything will be same. उसके वास्ते मैं figure भी नहीं मिटाता हूँ ferromagnetic substance को. Right? Paramagnetic substances are those, they are feebly attracted by the strong magnet. When they are placed in the external magnetic field, they are feebly, that is weakly magnetized along the direction of the magnetic fields. An example बोल दिया सो था aluminium UM series में aluminium, lithium, sodium, chromium, magnesium, etc. Right? And these are the properties. Shall I go for ferromagnetic substance? Yes. Ferromagnetic substance. Ferromagnetic substance. Ferromagnetic substances. Ferromagnetic substances are those which are strongly magnetized along the direction of the magnetic field. Ferromagnetic substances are those which are strongly magnetized along the direction of the magnetic field. Then, example. The examples for ferromagnetic substance is iron, nickel, cobalt, steel, alloys like alnico, aluminium, nickel and cobalt. What are the examples? Iron, steel, nickel, cobalt, alloys like alnico. Right? Then what are the properties? Figure ऐसा ही रखे मैंने. First property. The ferromagnetic substances are strongly attracted by the magnet. If I take the iron, iron is strongly attracted by the magnet. Is it belongs to what? Ferromagnetic substance? Ferromagnetic substances are strongly attracted by the magnet. Then I come here. ये एक दो भी लाइन जो बाहर गए सो वो भी नहीं जाते. When the ferromagnetic substance is placed in the region of external magnetic field, the magnetic lines of forces are crowded through the substance. No single magnetic lines of force is available outside the substance. Almost all the magnetic lines of forces are preferred to pass through the substance. When the ferromagnetic substance is placed in the region of external magnetic field, the magnetic lines of forces are crowded through the substance. Next, third property, when a ferromagnetic rod is suspended in the region of external magnetic field, it aligns itself suddenly along the direction of the magnetic field. वहाँ पे paramagnetic में slowly बोलते थे, quickly or suddenly along the direction of the magnetic field. When a ferromagnetic substance or rod is suspended in the region of external magnetic field, it aligns itself suddenly along the direction of the magnetic field. यहाँ पे एक टर्म ऐड हो गया, suddenly, quickly. वही टर्म है यहाँ पे. When a ferromagnetic substance is placed in the region of non-uniform magnetic field, it moves quickly from weaker to stronger part of the magnetic field. It moves quickly from weaker to stronger part of the magnetic field. Right? If I take the ferromagnetic liquid in a U-shaped tube and I subject the magnetic field to either of the one limb, the liquid level rises suddenly. The liquid level rises suddenly. Then the relative permeability is high in terms of 1000. Hence, the magnetic susceptibility is high and positive. The magnetic susceptibility is high and positive. Then, last one. As the temperature increases, the ferromagnetic property in the substance decreases. It means that the susceptibility of a ferromagnetic substance decreases with increase in temperature. Because of that reason, we are going to say that magnets are never be heated. What happens when the magnet is get heated? When the magnet is get heated, it loses its magnetic property. So, as the temperature increases, the ferromagnetic substance property decreases. The susceptibility of a ferromagnetic substance is inversely proportional to temperature factor. Now, these are the properties of paramagnetic substance and ferromagnetic substance. Yesterday we have studied diamagnetic substance. If you understood the diamagnetic substance properly, opposite of that one is nothing but paramagnetic, and strongly opposite is nothing but ferromagnetic substance. Is it clear? Then, now we have studied the properties of ferromagnetic substance. We studied the properties of paramagnetic substance. We have studied the properties of what? Diamagnetic substance. But I want to study these dia, para and ferromagnetic substance on the basis of atomic theory or molecular theory. So, atomic theory of magnetic materials. Atomic theory of magnetic materials, or classification of dia, para and ferromagnetic substance on the basis of what? Atomic theory. Atomic theory of magnetic materials. Then I come across diamagnetic substance. Diamagnetic substance. If you take any substance, the building block of the matter is nothing but the atom. The central hardcore material for the atom is nucleus, and the electrons are revolving around the nucleus. So, when the electron is revolving around the nucleus, it possesses magnetic loop. Hence, it behaves as a magnetic dipole. We have studied the atom is acting as a magnetic dipole. Because of the rotation of the electron around the nucleus, it acts as a current loop. Hence, it possesses magnetic dipole moment. So, this is orbit of the electron. The electron is revolving around the nucleus. So, this is electron having the velocity v. Now, this is the magnetic dipole moment. The angular velocity omega, v equals to r omega. V equals to r omega. V is directly proportional to omega. Along the direction of the velocity, there is a direction of angular velocity omega. The electron is moving in this direction. Then the magnetic dipole moment opposite to the direction of what? Velocity of the electron. Then, if the electron is moving like this, magnetic dipole moment. Right? So, when the electron is revolving around the nucleus, it acts as a current loop. Hence, there is a magnetic dipole moment. So, in the absence of the external magnetic field, the net dipole moment is 0. The net dipole moment is 0 in the absence of what? External magnetic field. When I apply the magnetic field, the electrons which are revolving along the direction of the magnetic moment, along the direction of the magnetic moment, their velocity decreases. And decrease in a magnetic dipole moment, and the electrons which are moving opposite to the direction of the magnetic field, their velocity increases, and magnetic dipole moment is also increases by the application of the magnetic field. Hence, the material possesses magnetic dipole moment which is opposite to the direction of what? Magnetic field. Opposite to the direction of magnetic field. Hence, the material is get magnetized feebly opposite to the direction of magnetic field. Now, this is the concept. When the magnetic field is applied, the electrons which are moving along the direction of the magnetic field, it slows down the electron, and the electrons which are moving opposite to the direction of the magnetic field, so they speed up. Hence, magnetic moment is developed. The material is get magnetized. It possesses magnetic dipole moment opposite to the direction of magnetic fields. Hence, we can say that in the definition, the diamagnetic substances are those which are weakly magnetized opposite to the direction of what? Magnetic field. This is a concept. Before application of the magnetic field, their net dipole moment is 0. By the application of the magnetic field, the net dipole moment is increases, which is moving opposite to the direction of the magnetic field. Hence, the diamagnetic substances are those which are weakly magnetized but opposite to the direction of magnetic field. Now, this is our atomic theory concept. Then I come across paramagnetic substance. I come across paramagnetic substance. Paramagnetic substances. In the paramagnetic substance, the atoms or molecules are in the random motion. The net dipole moment per unit volume is 0. There will be no external magnetic field. The dipole moment per unit volume is 0. The net dipole moment per unit volume is 0. In the absence of the external magnetic field, the molecules are arranged in the randomization. Hence, the net dipole moment per unit volume is 0 in the absence of what? External magnetic field. When the external magnetic field is applied, the molecules are aligned in the systematic manner. They possess the magnetic dipole moment and along the direction of the magnetic field. By the application of the magnetic field, the molecules are arranged in a systematic manner. They possess the net dipole moment. Hence, the materials, the paramagnetic substances are get magnetized weakly along the direction of the magnetic field. By the application of the magnetic field, the randomization becomes of systematization. The molecules are arranged in a systematic manner. They possesses what? Net dipole moment, and they are along the direction of the magnetic field. If I increase the temperature, once again the molecules are get disturbed. They becomes what? Randomization. They loses their magnetic property. Hence, the magnetic susceptibility is inversely proportional to temperature. As the temperature increases, the magnetic susceptibility of a paramagnetic substance decreases, because the systematization of the molecules arrangement is going to be disturbed due to what? Temperature. They possess the kinetic energy by the molecules. Hence, because of that kinetic energy, the randomization increases. Hence, they becomes what? Once again, non-magnet. Hence, paramagnetic substance depends on temperature. If I come across ferromagnetic substance, in the case of ferromagnetic substance, the molecules are available in the form of what? The small regions. And these small regions where the molecules are available in the randomization in their region, in the absence of what? External magnetic field. And this region is called domain. In this region is called domain. What is the size of the domain? The size of the domain is 1 millimeter. In this 1 millimeter region, so there is a 10 to the power of 11 atoms or molecules. They are in the randomization. Hence, the net dipole moment is 0 before the application of the magnetic field, in the absence of what? External magnetic field. When the magnetic field is applied, and these molecules are in the systematic manner in their region, the expansion of the region takes place, and the molecules are arranged in the systematic manner. Because of the large number of atoms in the domain, the size of the domain increases. Hence, the molecules are arranged in the systematic manner. They possess the strong magnetic field along the direction of the magnetic field. Hence, the materials get magnetized strongly along the direction of the magnetic field. Because of what? The number of atoms available in the domain, they are arranged in the systematic manner when the magnetic field is subjected. Hence, they possess the magnetic dipole moment. Hence, the material is strongly magnetized along the direction of the magnetic field then such materials are called ferromagnetic substance because of the domain concept. In the domain, we are getting the number of atoms or the molecules are 10 to the power of 11 atoms or molecules. Because of application of the external magnetic field, the size of the domain is going to be changed. The molecules are arranged in a systematic manner along the direction of the magnetic field. They possess net dipole moment. The materials becomes strongly magnetized in the region of magnetic field, that is along the direction of the magnetic field. Then the material is called ferromagnetic substance. Now this is about what? The concept of what? Atomic theory concept of magnetic materials. We classify the materials on the basis of atomic theory: dia, para and ferro. Right? It is also depends on temperature. As the temperature increases, the susceptibility decreases. The ferromagnetic substance becomes what? Paramagnetic substance. It never go for directly to the diamagnetic substance. It loses its magnetic property. Because of losing the property, ferromagnetic becomes what? Paramagnetic. As the temperature increases. Because of that reason, we never say that magnet should be heated. By heating the magnet, what happens? The arrangement of the molecular structure is disturbed. They becomes what? Randomization. They possess what? Net dipole moment 0 because of randomization. Hence it loses the magnetic property. ये जो concept है थोड़ा देख लो. Then I come across what? Curie temperature, etc. एक बार देख लो पूरा अच्छी तरह से. ऑलरेडी आपके सामने कंसेप्ट है, एक तरफ पूरी तरह से देख लो. Then let me come across the important factor, that is nothing but temperature concept. Right? Yes. I come across certain laws in magnetic materials. One is Curie law, another one is Curie-West law. Curie law is meant for paramagnetic substance and Curie-West law is meant for ferromagnetic substance. Ferromagnetic substance. First one is Curie law. Already we heard the name of the person, Madame Curie and Pierre Curie. And these people are studied regarding the magnetic materials, especially for paramagnetic substance and ferromagnetic substance. What is that Curie law? Curie law belongs to paramagnetic substance. It established the relationship between magnetic susceptibility and temperature. Diamagnetic को हम नहीं जाते ही नहीं because it is independent of temperature factor. अब temperature dependent factor कौन से दोनों? एक paramagnetic substance है और एक ferromagnetic substance है. Then Curie law is meant for paramagnetic substance and Curie-West law is meant for ferromagnetic substance. Then what is the statement? Curie law in magnetism states that for paramagnetic substance, the magnetic susceptibility is inversely proportional to temperature. For paramagnetic substance, the magnetic susceptibility is inversely proportional to temperature. So if I solve this one, proportional constant C by T, where C is Curie constant or proportional constant. It means that as the temperature increases, the magnetic susceptibility of a paramagnetic substance decreases. Now this is called Curie law. This is specially meant for what? Paramagnetic substance. By taking the ferromagnetic substance, name of the scientist West, he studied the effect of temperature on ferromagnetic substance. He goes on increasing the temperature for ferromagnetic substance. Then the material losing its magnetic property and reaches to the what? Paramagnetic condition. Then there is a relation between the susceptibility of a ferromagnetic substance and temperature. Already the relation between susceptibility and temperature is given by whom? Curie. Regarding the ferromagnetic substance, detail is studied by whom? West. So he take the help of the Curie and merge with what? The West. Then the law is called Curie-West law, meant for ferromagnetic substance. As the temperature increases, the ferromagnetic property goes on decreases. The ferromagnetic material becomes paramagnetic, and that particular temperature is called Curie temperature, transition temperature. It changes phase from ferro to para, and that temperature which makes the temperature which makes the ferromagnetic becomes what? Paramagnetic, and that temperature is called Curie temperature. If I increase the temperature beyond the Curie temperature, if I increase the temperature beyond the Curie temperature, then the material goes on losing its magnetic property. Ferromagnetic substance becomes what? Paramagnetic substance. And that relation is given by whom? Curie and West together, and the law is called Curie-West law. A concept dekh lo. That is nothing but for paramagnetic substance, and then I go for what? Ferromagnetic substance, that is Curie-West law. Dono confuse mat ho jao. So already we told that what is the Curie law. Curie law is meant for what? Paramagnetic substance. Then I come across what? Ferromagnetic substance. That ferromagnetic substance के लिए और एक scientist कौन है? West है. And that law is called Curie-West law. Right? Then I come across Curie-West law. Curie-West law is meant for ferromagnetic substance above the Curie temperature. What is that Curie temperature? For ferromagnetic substance, when the temperature increases, the ferromagnetic property of the substance decreases. It becomes what? Paramagnetic, and that temperature is called Curie temperature. Curie-West law. This is modified form of Curie law. Then what is that Curie-West law tells? This Curie-West law is meant for above the Curie temperature. So according to the Curie-West law, the susceptibility of a ferromagnetic substance is inversely proportional to excess temperature. Is inversely proportional to excess temperature, which is above the Curie temperature. So excess temperature above the Curie temperature, T minus Tc, where T is greater than Tc. Now this is a modified form of Curie law. As a temperature is greater than critical temperature, that is nothing but Curie temperature, then the magnetic susceptibility of a ferromagnetic substance is inversely proportional to excess temperature, and it is above the Curie temperature, that is T is greater than Tc. So excess temperature T minus Tc, where Tc is the critical temperature. The temperature which is greater than critical temperature, then we come across Curie-West law. Right? Now this is about Curie-West law. One way of studied the Curie law, another one is Curie-West law. Curie-West law is for ferromagnetic substance which is above the critical temperature, and it is modified form of Curie law. Right? Then the last thing of the topic, बच्चे सो क्या है? Last thing we come across magnetic hysteresis, electromagnet, and artificial magnets. So next class we come across what? Magnetic hysteresis. Next class एक हो तो theoretical section complete हो जाता. Then we have got the NCERT problems. I think that पूरे properties समझ गए होंगे. Diamagnetic अच्छी तरह से पढ़ लिए. That is more than sufficient. We can easily go for paramagnetic substance and ferromagnetic substance. Then the classification of these magnetic materials on the basis of atomic theory. Then we come across what? magnetic susceptibility and temperature relations. For paramagnetic, Curie law. For ferromagnetic, above the critical temperature, we come across what? Curie-West law. That is modified form of Curie law. Is it clear? So next class we start with what? Magnetic hysteresis. Yes. So let me continue with magnetic hysteresis with next class. Thank you.